Get ready for the action, because we start with a major statement from Cannes Film Festival jury member Demi Moore, who is dropping truth bombs about the art world. Moore is speaking out loud about the necessity of free expression and is challenging the idea of self-censorship in creative endeavors. She shares her perspective on how suppressing artistic voice shuts down the very core of creativity and where we can discover truth. This is a must-watch to understand the stakes at this year's festival.
Here's a simple way to protect your phone without stress. This ALEN 3-pack comes with tempered glass screen protectors, camera lens protectors, and an installation frame for an easier, cleaner fit. It's clear, case-friendly, and built to help guard against scratches and everyday bumps. Check the link in the comments to get it on Amazon.
Next up, we dive into the cinematic spectacle coming to the red carpet because David Lean's documentary Maverick. The epic adventures of David Lean is set to premiere at Cannes Film Festival. This film promises to fill the screen with stunning landscape imagery, capturing the grandeur of nature alongside the intricate human face. We'll explore the incredible journey of David Lean, from his early struggles with being forbidden to see movies to his ultimate mastery of filmmaking, and meet the filmmakers who are analyzing his legacy. Now, let's talk style, because Marion Cotillard is giving us an insider look at navigating the intense energy of the Cannes red carpet. The French superstar reveals her personal strategies for staying comfortable and authentic while stepping out in high fashion. She shares incredible details about her favorite looks, from couture dresses to edgy denim, showing us how she uses style to feel powerful amidst the chaos. And finally, we wrap up with the biggest buzz from the market and the rule changes shaking up the festival landscape. We look at the massive projects like Park Chan-wook's The Brigands of Rattle Creek and the growing influence of artificial intelligence across the market. Plus, we break down the game-changing Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences ruling that is dramatically altering eligibility for the Palme d'Or. Don't miss this deep dive into the future of cinema. Cannes Film Festival jury member Demi Moore has strongly advocated for freedom of expression in art, asserting that self-censorship stifles creativity and the pursuit of truth. Speaking at the jury press conference on day one, Moore addressed concerns about political statements potentially harming films at the festival. She stated, "I would hope not. I think part of art is about expression. So if we start censoring ourselves, then I think we shut down the very core of our creativity, which is, I think, where we can discover truth and answers." This comment followed recent remarks by jury president Pedro Almodovar, who suggested the United States is not currently a democracy. Moore's remarks came in the context of discussions surrounding free speech and the political climate. During the same press conference, Moore also tackled the rapidly evolving issue of artificial intelligence in Hollywood. She viewed the challenge posed by AI not as something to be defeated, but as an area for collaboration. AI is here, and so to fight it is to, in a sense, to fight something that is a battle that we will lose. So to find ways in which we can work with it, I think, is a more valuable path, she commented. While acknowledging the positive utility of AI, Moore stressed that it cannot replace genuine human creativity, which stems from the ineffable soul and spirit of creators. Reflecting on her experience at the festival, Moore expressed immense joy and honor, describing the atmosphere as akin to a child experiencing adulthood surrounded by cinema. Meanwhile, festival head Thierry Frémaux addressed the role of politics at Cannes, emphasizing that the festival prioritizes artistic voices. Frémaux noted that the festival considers political questions primarily those belonging to the artists and the creators whose work is being showcased, citing a tribute to Wim Wenders for his desire to place politics on screen. David Lean's masterful cinematic legacy is set to be explored in the documentary Maverick. The epic adventures of David Lean, directed by Barnaby Thompson, premiering at the Cannes Film Festival on Sunday, May 17th in the official Cannes Classics section. The film delves into Lean's extraordinary evolution as a filmmaker, showcasing his ability to capture both grand spectacles, such as landscapes in India, Ceylon, and Jordan, and the intimate nuances of the human face, from Peter O'Toole's eyes to Omar Sharif's features. Thompson notes that Lean introduced the grammar of modern filmmaking, a style that defines the big cinema experience. The documentary traces Lean's unlikely ascent to cinematic peak, highlighting personal challenges that shaped his artistic journey. Lean grew up Quaker, forbidden from seeing movies, and was dyslexic, conditions that led his parents to underestimate his talents. Thompson uncovered personal insights through Lean's private papers, including a letter from his father that read, "You're not very good." This early discouragement, coupled with a reading challenge, redirected Lean's focus toward visual media, leading him to become a sought-after motion picture editor. Playwright Noel Coward is credited with urging Lean toward directing, a pivotal moment Thompson explores. Thompson contrasts Lean's trajectory with that of Noel Coward, noting the surprising revelations about Coward's humble background and Lean's restricted upbringing. This comparison illuminates a central theme, that the heart of Lean's work lies in understanding the individual and their complex stories, rather than just the technical aspects. The documentary features interviews with a powerhouse cast of contemporary filmmakers, including Francis Ford Coppola, Steven Spielberg, Wes Anderson, Celine Song, Brady Corbett, Steven Soderbergh, Denis Villeneuve, Alfonso Cuarón, and Nia DaCosta. These voices analyze Lean's seminal role in motion picture history, with some pointing out how techniques like 7-team photography also serve to capture the human element. A significant turning point in Lean's career was the critical backlash against his film Ryan's Daughter, which devastated him and led to a 14-year hiatus from directing. Thompson suggests this harsh reception fostered a lingering sense of inferiority, linking it to earlier struggles with being perceived as inadequate. This year marks the 80th anniversary of the Lean film Brief Encounter screening in Cannes, and the 60th anniversary of the classic Dr. Zhivago, both of which are featured in the festival program. Thompson, who has extensive experience at Cannes, emphasizes the event's significance, stating that launching a film about a figure who embodies cinema in the home of cinema is the perfect convergence of art and festival. Oscar-winning actress Marion Cotillard has shared insights into navigating the high-pressure environment of the Cannes Film Festival red carpet, revealing a strategic approach to managing the frantic, intense, and chaotic energy. Speaking on Zoom, Cotillard admitted that anxiety is a constant, though she has developed a coping mechanism centered on feeling comfortable in her attire to maintain her authenticity amidst the intensity. Cotillard emphasized that her fashion choices for Cannes are dictated by her emotional state and life experiences. She noted that her history, including periods of intense film presence and personal challenges, has shaped her need to project strength, even when feeling vulnerable, stating, "I wanted to look strong even when I felt a little weak. My outfits helped me do that." As she prepares for her 2026 film debuts, Bertrand Mandico's Roma Elastica and Guillaume Canet's Karma, Cotillard reflected on several favorite looks from her Cannes appearances. She detailed the creative process behind specific ensembles, highlighting pieces that blended contrasting elements. For instance, she praised a jacket that offered a blend of sexy and artistic, and a couture dress that stood out due to its intricate lace, silver metallic fabric, and detailed painting, noting how it felt both masculine and feminine. Cotillard expressed deep affection for the collaboration with Chanel, particularly how the brand transformed denim into a chic dress, and her love for incorporating edgy elements, such as boots and unexpected prints like black and white, to achieve a desired rock and roll spirit. She emphasized that feeling comfortable in her clothes is paramount to feeling like herself. She also celebrated looks that embraced a mix of styles, including sportswear influences, and the creative freedom found in styling elements like brooches and pins. Cotillard credited designers like Vivienne Westwood for understanding the female form, noting her enduring love for pieces that are both crazy, beautiful, and sexy. The actress concluded that the key to enjoying Cannes is having fun with the looks and allowing herself to feel completely authentic. The 79th Cannes Film Festival has officially commenced, bringing with it a dynamic mix of market activity, evolving technological conversations, and significant rule changes within the industry. Market movers. The market is seeing substantial volume, highlighted by several high-budget projects. Park Chan-wook's The Brigands of Rattle Creek, budgeted around $70 million, has attracted major stars including Matthew McConaughey, Pedro Pascal, and Austin Butler, keeping the possibility of a deal alive despite concerns over its violent Western genre. Action staples are also in play, with John Doe, an $80 million Bourne-style action picture, expected to meet buyers. Gerard Butler's action prospect, The Nest, offers a World Cup theme. Lionsgate is pushing ambitious sequels, with their planned sequel to The Housemaid pegged in the $80 million range, double the budget of the original. Furthermore, The Midnight Library, with a $70.80 million budget, is generating strong buyer interest, bolstered by the presence of director Garth Davis. Film Nation showcased a slate featuring Penelope Cruz and Javier Bardem in Bunker, while CinemaCon's I Play Rocky proved a success. AI integration. Despite initial caution from some industry figures, the Cannes market is heavily saturated with artificial intelligence discussions. Dozens of panels focus on the technology, with numerous AI-oriented announcements and films in the market, such as OpenAI-produced Critters and Doug Liman's Bitcoin movie featuring Casey Affleck, Gal Gadot, and Pete Davidson. The market is testing audience appetite for AI in cinema, raising questions about its future indispensability. Festival scene and lineup. The festival is notable for the absence of major studio debuts, a trend that has drawn media scrutiny, though festival director Thierry Frémaux expressed hope for studio returns next year. Major cinematic figures remain present, from Susan Sarandon to Guillermo del Toro. Competition films are lengthy, with 6 selections exceeding 2.5 hours, including Hamaguchi Ryusuke's All of a Sudden at 3 hours and 16 minutes. There is buzz surrounding controversial new cuts, including Ken Russell's The Devils and the emergence of new critical scenes. A notable moment was the poster featuring Susan Sarandon and Geena Davis, prompting discussion about potential subtle industry commentary. Major rule change. A significant shakeup has occurred regarding the Palme d'Or. Following an AMPAS ruling, any non-English language winner will now automatically qualify for the Best International Feature Film category at the Academy Awards. This change expands the eligibility for the top prize, placing Cannes alongside Berlin, Busan, Sundance, Toronto, and Venice. This development has been welcomed by the international film community for enhancing visibility for non-traditional film routes. However, some festival directors are concerned that this rule may further cement festival tiering, with calls for the inclusion of festivals like San Sebastián and Zurich to better represent regional cinema. Global context. The festival unfolds amidst significant global geopolitical tension, including the Iran-US conflict, regional military actions, and the Russia-Ukraine war. While security concerns and travel disruptions have been noted, the international film community's attendance remains robust. Market figures indicated 40,000 professionals were expected, with 16,000 participants from 140 countries registered for the market. Asia, led by Japan, was surprisingly out of force, while Gulf territories like the UAE, Qatar, and Saudi Arabia maintained their delegations despite regional instability.